for each other in the grand scheme of things. So you see somebody taking liberties. For the most part, the group is going to be like, nah. We're going to single that fucker out. And
they
get
tend
him
to
out
be
of here.
self-policing.
Yeah.
Right.
You hear a lot of stories, though, especially, like, from, like, little girls, like, tiny girls who somebody will grab them or they'll try to, like, pull their top down or something like that. And, like, the overwhelming amount of pit members.
They
like,
descend upon that dude.
Oh yeah. No, those dudes are now the prison bitch.
Right.
Like those little girls, if something bad happens, like the overwhelming amount of people in that pit take it upon themselves to self-correct, and they will take that individual and give them an educational beatdown.
Yeah.
I love that term.
I read a story.
Whoop 'em, ass 'em.
I read a story once about how Wall of Death was forming at a metal show.
Yeah.
And one girl, like before it started, one girl had her like shirt ripped off and she was shoved into the middle.
Yeah.
Right as they started like charging, and then like just this big, huge metal fan guy like stopped. Everyone was like, whoa, no, somebody get a shirt or something. Like they got her a hoodie or something. That dude was like kicked the fuck out of the venue, and then like everyone got up, they made sure she was fine, and then formed the Wall of Death again, and then just went at it.
Like, we will rebuild.
It's like metal fans are like some of the best people.
Absolutely. And like I said, they get a lot of bad flack because of a couple bad eggs. And due to the fact that the music tends to be heavier and a little bit darker sometimes. But in the grand scheme of things, if you read the lyrics on some metal music, it's a lot more hopeful than some of the shit we hear on the radio.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that they're playing on the radio. It's like, hey girl, I know I fucked you over, but we're meant to be together. That's crazy talk to me.
That's completely dumb.
Hey girl, I know I shit in your chest, but guess what? We are meant to grow together. No, that's not how it goes.
I hate you because you did stuff. Nah. But no, like you read metal lyrics and it's like Shakespearean sonnets.
Right. Sonnets versus we are never, ever, ever getting back together. Oh, I'm going to shoot myself
I would love
in the brain.
to ride into the sunset upon a majestic steed with you off into the sunlight, but it's like just
Bernadette.
Yeah. Rah, rah, rah.
Right.
Sounds like that, but it's just poetic. And you're like, oh, that's nice.
I don't understand it. Cool. I don't understand Spanish, but at the same time, I'm not like, kill it, burn it with fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How dare you have some sort of cultural thing that I don't appreciate personally?
Right.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
We're
all different, but my differences are better than yours.
Yeah. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? No gracias.
It's like when people are like, I don't understand why they have to wear their pants around their butt. It's not for you to understand, dude. Like, don't wear your pants around your butt.
They're signaling to other members that they are ready for sex.
I saw something written by somebody about that, or I don't know. I heard something, saw something. But somebody said maybe a lot more black men are being shot at because, okay, so their pants start, like, not even around their waist, not even around their butt, like, belted below their butt. So there's literally nothing to hold them up. So when they run, what's the first thing they're going to do? They got to grab their pants so they stay up. What's the cops think they're doing? They think they're grabbing for a gun. So, it's interesting, though. It's something to think about, though, because, I mean, the cops are going to be...
I think from a perspective, like, it's a good...
It's something
like, it's
to
nice
think
to have
about.
that perspective, but I think it's a bullshit
I think it
cop-out,
doesn't help.
You know?
Well, I will say this. I don't think it helps them. I don't understand the fashion to start with, and I'm never going to fucking say I do, but I definitely don't think that is going to help them to be wanting to grab at their pants.
You hear shots going off.
For any reason.
You hear shots going off. Take off your pants.
Just drop
like
trow and run.
Lay down.
Shirt pocket.
Right.
You know, I don't understand why some women wear mini skirts in the dead of winter, but I'm not the one wearing it. I don't give a shit what
it's
you do.
advertising.
Right, but at the same time, what cop is going to think that a woman is hiding a gun in her miniskirt? You know what I mean? It's
not a lot of hiding places.
No.
I mean, one, two,
I
really two hiding places.
I get where you're coming
from. It's a stretch.
Is that your lack of
It's a
understanding
stretch.
doesn't justify you to do shitty things to other people.
For sure. Yeah.
You don't understand why women wear that. It doesn't give you the right to touch their boobs just because you think that. Just because you don't understand why guys wear their pants around their thighs or whatever, like, I think it's silly personally. It's not my call to make. I'm not going to tell somebody that they should act a different way because I don't understand it. You know?
Absolutely.
Cops shouldn't be able to shoot people because they don't understand it. You know.
For sure. Well, that's the thing that's also come up recently is somebody pointed out the fact that you go to Finland, you go to Iceland, any of these other places, these guys are getting 2 years of training before they're put out in the field. In America, you get 9 weeks or like 12 weeks of training to be a cop, and then they're like, "Here's your gun, here's your badge, have a good day."
Per jurisdiction, but yeah, I think in bigger cities, I think
I think it was on average.
Yeah,
Well, and then that just comes around to the other side of it, though, is you look at other countries that actually work to rehabilitate the people that have been arrested, whether it's helping them with addiction, whether it's educating them, whether it's somehow trying to improve them if an improvement is possible before spinning them back out, whereas we literally lump them together in groups of how bad they are and then let them sit and fester for X amount of years and then dump them back out and go, well, good luck. We've done zero rehabilitation, and we're really hoping that we'll see you soon.
And I agree with you in the fact that just because a woman is wearing something doesn't mean she's giving you carte blanche to grope her, that kind of thing. But this is I don't know. It's the same wheelhouse in the fact that it's about the garb, it's about the fashion, it's about what they're wearing, but it's different in the sense that.
Why they're being treated how they are?
Yeah. But, and a lot of cops, I mean, you go anywhere.
You can say that for all sorts of things.
If anybody goes anywhere at night, I don't know about you, but I'm on more guard and more alert when I go anywhere at night than I am during the daytime. It's just harder to see not just black people, white people, anybody in general. It's easier to hide in the darkness. It's easier to hide bullshit in the darkness. That's why a lot more crime happens at night, I think. You know?
Sure.
So when we're dealing with, I'd say
it's easier to blame other people than it is to say, let me look at the way that I'm viewing this and my perspective on the situation, and how can I change what I'm doing, as opposed to blaming my actions on somebody else.
And don't think that it's me saying that this is all the people's fault. I'm still saying that cops are at fault for drawing first, asking questions later.
Sure.
Completely honestly. But at the same time, there's got to be a little bit of on either side. Yeah, what can the cops do to make their side better and make less deaths occur on their side? Sure, but at the same time, as people, as citizens, we have to be more conscientious of what we're doing to, I guess, make it seem like anybody else that we're up to nefarious acts or that we're on some bullshit as well.
Well, and with the reaching for their pants thing, that's not just on the dudes that are reaching for their pants, if that's the case. That's the cops, too, that have to recognize what they're doing.
Yeah.
That they're not reaching for a gun, that they are doing something that's instinctive. And that's just for both sides to take a look at that and go, how many people have been shot over something so stupid?
Yeah.
And you know, we train our cops, I think, in a general sense, to be fearful of everything, and I get that to some extent, but I mean, sometimes it's just stupid people that don't necessarily need to be shot. You know, the people that are sitting there and they want to do their passive-aggressive fighting of obeying the commands slowly. That's their only way. So what do? We tase them? Okay, they're still obeying. I'm sorry they're taking 30 minutes to do it, but really is it necessary now to bring out a taser and go after them because you're mad at them because they're not obeying fast enough?
Right.
Or two cops are yelling different things and the guy gets confused and he's
Right.
That's
Or shooting somebody in the back.
Well, and that's,
I've never met anybody.
I've
never met anybody that's been shooting with their back turned to anybody.
No.
Like in a fight.
And like I get it, you know. I mean, here's the thing: if somebody's running away from you and you think, oh, they might have a gun, you have the advantage because you're already facing them. They're facing away from you. If they pull out a gun, I can see if somebody pulls out a gun.
Right.
You know? And I get it. I mean, I know that cops' jobs are hard. And the other thing that our listeners should know is I think we all agree that we know that their job is hard, and their life is on the line, and I get that. But
and there's lots of good ones out there. For all the assholes that
more
you
good
hear
ones
out
probably
there,
than bad
right?
ones.
I mean, I just saw a couple.
But it's like
videos.
we don't talk about like when an antibiotic works. We're not like, hey guys, look at how good this antibiotic works. But if an antibiotic doesn't work well, we're like, hey, we should rethink this antibiotic. It's the same thing, Like, it doesn't mean that we don't appreciate antibiotics. We're just talking about how we can make it better.
Right. And with this, it's in the same vein of, I think, anyway, speeding tickets. We're not telling you not to have a car. We're just saying don't speed.
Yeah. Dude, I got 2 speeding tickets in a week.
What?
This week.
Me too. Oh, not this week, but like back in March.
Yeah, dude.
God, you guys are going for gold. Jeez.
See, the first one I deserved because I was going 90 and I went past the cop and he was like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I'm like, "I know exactly why."
I got a good idea.
Yeah.
90 and what?
90 and a 70.
Okay.
So he was like, "All right, you were honest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just write the ticket." And I'm like, "Cool." He could have just said, maybe slow it down, let me off.
Right.
Because I even told him I was on my way to work because I was coming from Iowa City. I was
He's
like, I'm
like,
on my way to work, and running a little bit late, and he's like,
He's like, since you were honest, I'm still going to do what I was going to do.
I'm going to write it that you were going 10 over instead of... The second one I didn't deserve at all because I was passing a cop going 76, and he... in a 70.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he wrote it, he was like, yeah, you're going like 85. It's like...
Nope.
No, I wasn't.
Right.
You idiot. I didn't call him an idiot.
Now, the cool thing, I drive for Uber every once in a while, and the update they just put out actually puts the speed limit you're going and the speed limit of what's allowed in the area that you're at. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So just in case you're ever like, oh shit, I haven't seen a sign in a while, the app tells you, right here it's 55, bro. And then you can put a limit on it, like, give me a notification when I'm going like 7 over, 6 over, whatever. If you're doing the highway or whatever. I was driving interstate last night, and it was 55 where I was at, but I was going 61, 62, and that's when the app's like, hey man, beep, 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 beep. I was like, ooh, all right, bring it down.
I could have used that today. I noticed I was going 70 and a 50, but nobody else noticed, so it was okay.
There you go.
That's the thing. When I was up in... visiting my grandparents and aunts and uncle in Michigan drivers, they have purpose when they drive.
Yeah.
And I loved driving up there because no one was an idiot. The speed limit was like 65, 70, something like that, but everyone was going 90. It didn't matter what lane you were in, everyone was going 90, and all the semis were going like 70, so you're just blowing past semis.
We got places to be. Beep, beep.
Yeah, get the... We're in Michigan. We're sad here anyway.
We're Wolverines.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of my way and don't talk to me.
On my birthday, I was going to eat lunch with my ex-girlfriend at Olive Garden because I hate myself physically and mentally. And then on the way there, I was like, you know what? I've never seen a cop inside a construction zone, but they always say like the fines are increased in a construction zone. I've never seen one here, and I'm doing like 75.
Yeah.
And
on Zonview Road?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
Were the fines increased?
Well, so as soon, I'm thinking this, and I'm coming over that little hill like right past, or like when you come up on 23rd Avenue, and I like get down, and there's like the little bridge, that like I couldn't see him.
Just looking at you, you look a little bit more like Vin Diesel.
Thanks, man.